So, so welcome guys to the BS podcast. As you see, we're all kinds of fun today. We're throwing the script away and we're just having fun, chilling out with Fawdz here. Kyle, can you tell us a little bit about Fawdz for those who don't know him?
Yeah, absolutely. Dan is maybe one of my oldest RuneScape friends. I remember I met you like right when I got into like the RuneScape video making scene, and you found my videos, and like you and Tony just loved them for whatever reason.
I still remember all the old videos. I can quote them.
Yeah, you loved the 5 facts video so much, and like everybody else thought that video sucked. And I was so flattered that you guys loved it to the point that you were quoting it. But Dan, I absolutely love and adore Dan so much. He's a former RuneScape. I would say you're making like some RuneScape skits back in the day, but I think you really took off with your Minecraft content. And a lot of people know you from the stuff that you did with Skitscape, a lot of your survival games, sort of episodes in Minecraft. And you've got kind of a really cool cult following as a result. And like, I still love like the content that you make. You're doing like currently doing some music streaming on Twitch, miscellaneous gaming. So if you guys don't know Dan or Fawdz, go seriously check him out. He's extremely cool, and I love his content. Dan, how are you doing today?
Kyle, you're the best, man. I don't even know what to say. That means a lot to me. The
It's
cult
crying.
following bit was real cool. I'm crying in the club right now. Things are
Yeah,
good.
no, like
I'm at a
seriously,
very,
though.
very great point in my life. Things are going great on Twitch. I make enough money and more to like provide
Oh,
for
that's
myself
awesome.
and hold a home and a roof and feed myself garbage every single day. And things are pretty good. Yeah, the Minecraft stuff is really when everything kind of took off. The RuneScape videos that I made were kind of just like, I don't know. I put the absolute minimum effort in because I didn't know nearly anything about editing. And like I remember I made
Yeah.
one video that like one dude that nobody else knew posted. So it was like for the machinima competition or something, one of the 1,000 ones they did or whatever, where I made a video for it. And it meant the world to me that somebody else saw my video and said, like, these are my predictions for the winner. And I was like 5th place. And I was
Oh.
like, I love you, bro. This means so much.
Damn.
So that I think was my peak of RuneScape content.
Your RuneScape peak was a 5th place
Yeah.
finish in somebody's random
Yeah, and somebody else's.
rankings. not Jagex's, but some random dude put you at 5th place.
Some guy. Hey, well, that's what counts, right? What was the video? Do you remember?
It was like a channel flipping style video where like
Oh.
I just had some
classic.
absurd weird skit and then like the sound.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Those are the
and then,
best.
yeah, so yeah, well, something you didn't have to think very much about, didn't have to be very funny, very creative, all that.
Awesome.
It worked,
Yeah,
though.
yeah. No, that was the shit back in the day. What other kind of content did you make on RuneScape? Did I nail it? Was that you mostly did like skits and like little editing?
It was
bits?
that stuff. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's all such a blur for me that sometimes I'll think like, oh yeah, I made this video, but it was actually like somebody else made that video and I just watched it so many times as a child.
Yeah, RuneScape Gods Exposed. I mean, that was good content you made there.
That was good Fawdz
that was
content,
great.
baby.
Favorite Tony and Dan video.
Are these new fish,
Fuck.
leaping trout and leaping salmon? Where'd I get these things?
Oh, wow.
Oh, when's the last time you played, Dan?
Let me go through these stats. I got 71 range. I'm doing
Ooh,
pretty good.
71.
It's good.
71 range. I spent
70
a little time on
good.
that. You know, I'm running to the
That's a
bank.
big
Ask me some
one.
more questions, bro.
You
Ask me
are-
some more podcast questions.
All right, well, we got a good question from the chat already. I'm gonna steal it because I think I know the answer to this, but I wanna double check. Where did the name Fawdz come from?
Oh man, this is a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So Fawdz is me, and
Fawdz.
we are filming a Tony Skitscapey video. And what happened here? Let me get really into this here. I had to go grab something from the Banac real quick. So Tony was filming a video about something. I don't remember what it was, but we were like fighting lava giants or fire giants or whatever the hell their names are in some hole in somewhere in RuneScape. I think it's like south of where those druid guys are outside of
A
Falador.
waterfall or no?
But
No. Okay.
no, you have to like. Never mind. That's not important.
No, I need to know. I need to know where these guys were.
Yeah.
I might be able to take
Was it
you
your
there,
favorite
but no, we were just making a video, and so the thing we were trying to record was just punching fire giants to death, and we could not do it. And we just like every time it happened, every time we got the final death punch, somebody stepped in front of us or something. Something went wrong, and it was like 3 hours of trying to get this shot, this one shot that
Oh my
Tony wanted so
God.
bad. So we had like 2 friends running back and forth to the bank, getting us food, like just bringing lobsters, cooked lobsters for no joke, 3 hours. Like they get back. And
Waiter,
like,
waiter, bring me my trout. I need trout. Bring a shark.
Get that naked PA back out here.
So this relates to my name in that the person was running. It was like 2 people. It was like Alex York and somebody. They were running back and forth the whole time. And every time they would show back up, we'd be like, food, food. And they would trade it off to us and book it right back out for more. And it kind of devolved from food to FUD to FOD to Fawdz. And we were just screaming Fawdz at them by the end. And then that became my name. And I made the Gmail account and the YouTube the next day.
Oh, nice.
That-
Those are the best names for the organic ones like that, where it just comes out of some event like that. That's a cool story. You have a cool story to tell everybody, like how you got your name. Not like, oh, I was looking at the keyboard and
it's pretty crazy that yours is from that
like
Microsoft application. Yeah, Excel spreadsheet.
PowerPoint didn't roll off the tongue, so I had to go elsewhere.
I'm really happy I'm
you
here.
didn't
Thanks for
tell me that
inviting me,
whole
guys.
story.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
thanks
course.
for coming on, Dan. I remember you told me, like, I think you never gave me the full story, so I feel like I finally have like 10 years of closure finally wrapped up in my mind, because you just told me that it was a variation of the word foods, and I'm like, I don't know where that came
The
from.
full story is pretty good. I'm happy that there is actually something that I can point to that led me to where I am today. You know, things are good.
Yeah,
This is good. This podcast
So
is
you
all
made
about
the-
bringing closure to Kyle's childhood, because he has so many unanswered
Yeah,
questions.
exactly.
And we're
Well,
glad we can do that.
I know. We were talking about. Do you remember Stellar Dawn? And I don't know if you were still a RuneScape
Oh my
guy.
god! See, these are the things that I'm so
game.
excited to be on this podcast about. Is that like there's 30 million names and events that you guys remember that I don't remember until you bring them up, and that I don't remember it or them or whatever, and I don't remember what happened, but that name is so familiar to me that I'm going to say yes.
So Stellar Dawn is the other RuneScape
Mexscape.
game that Jagex was working on. Mexscape, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See, that rang the bell. That was the second name. So we've got the story. So they came out with Mexscape, and they were going to do it, and they wanted to release it, and it never came to fruition. So they repackaged it and called it Stellar Dawn and said, "Oh yeah, we're working on a new thing." It was basically
I remember.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Awakened the memory.
We've unlocked the memory.
I feel like I've got an achievement. Memory unlocked.
Yeah. But we got like full closure on like what happened with the game. It was basically done. Like the JMod that we had on last time told us like, there was a build that essentially was ready to be published, and we just never released it because Transformers came out, and I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Oh, you know, maybe the right decision. That might have been the proper choice.
Well, when did you like stop playing the game? Like when do your RuneScape memories like stop? Like 2009, 2010?
The thing about that is they continued forever. Like I remember so many instances of my friends going, like drug addicts. We were like, I'm quitting it, man. I'm never going back. I'm canceling my membership. I'm not wasting my time on this shit anymore. I'm done with it, baby. And then everybody would just keep playing. And like it was a couple of friends that played like into high school on and off. So like 2011, 2012, and then I logged on periodically, but like the real sweatiness probably stopped around like 2011. The real sweaty grinding.
The staying up till 3 a.m. to grind out another level of archery.
Dude, I for real used to lay on my parents' couch with movies on
Here come the degenerate
with my
stories.
laptop and just like totally leaned back, covered in chip fragments, clicking on things, just training ranged, and, and definitely never ever botting anything.
Definitely, yeah. Nobody ever did that. No.
And that's how I got everywhere. I didn't even play the game. I just laid on my parents' couch and watched movies while looking over and clicking sometimes.
Right. It's productive use of your free time. It's
Exactly,
like you could be counterproductive and watch a movie, or you could be productive and play RuneScape while you watch a movie. So it felt good, you know?
Yeah, it felt good, but then that only lasted a couple years until it felt gross, where I was like, I could probably have mastered a skill with the 400 days I spent sitting at my computer.
What do you mean? You mastered archery, dude?
I don't even remember any of it.
It's a good real-life skill.
Remember.
You totally get a job with that.
I don't remember anything about RuneScape. If you told me to do Desert Treasure, I'd be like, I don't know, bro. I got to read the guide.
Yeah, well, that's how I did it anyway. I never actually read the quest. Yeah, what's Desert Treasure? Is that a quest or something?
I think I went to high school with that guy.
So when did you start RuneScape? Out of curiosity.
Okay, so I've got a story for that is against I think it's against the old RuneScape rules.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, just lay it on us.
Yeah, you're fine.
So there was a kid. Oh yeah, I know. I've talked about this before. There was a kid at my school. He was what I like to call one of the dirt bike kids. Oh no, Private Fawdz, how you doing, bro? Wait, let me talk to my commanding officer.
Yeah, you got a random
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, he's gone.
All right,
he's gone.
See you, dude.
Okay, I can tell the story. Give me some sit-ups. Okay, sit-ups. So there was a kid, there was a group of children at my school, at my middle school and elementary school okay, more sit-ups. I got you, bro. Sorry, sir. And they were I called them the dirt bike kids because they lived in like the unincorporated area and then like drive around on dirt bikes and torture animals and stuff in their free time. So they were the dirt bike kids. And they all played RuneScape. And I was like, I want to play RuneScape too, but I don't know how to start. Because you'd start, and I was a child, you'd start playing the game, and you didn't understand at all what to do. You just plopped in the middle of it, and I couldn't even read. I still can't read. And so I didn't know what to do. And this kid gave me an account that was like 60 magic or something, and that's all it had on it. And I was like, that's great. I can teleport. I can go different places. And so, okay, I'm back. I'm back from my training, boot camp. Baby.
Good job. You look stronger.
Thank you for your service.
Support our troops. Our demon troops, bro. We got demon troops. So the dirt bike kid gave me an account, and the login was like Achilles 1359. And I was like, this is sick, dude. Achilles, like the Greek guy. That was awesome. And so I took the account and I started playing on it, and it's my only RuneScape account I've ever had. I mean, I got another story, but we'll get to that in a second. It's my only like true RuneScape account I've ever gotten any levels on or anything. Get away from me, dog. And I still play on it today. I logged in with it today, and yeah, the dirt bike kid gave it to me in like maybe 2000. When did Rooney start? When did these graphics really start?
2007. This is 2007 version.
No. It's like 0304.
Yeah, 2004.
Probably around then. It's like 0304. I think would be like maybe 05.
Yeah, RuneScape 2 came out in April of 2004, I believe. So this is
okay. So it was probably right around after that, maybe a year after. Okay. So that's when the Rooney really began, and it really took off. Took over all my life, and all of my everything I wanted to do became RuneScape. It's hard to say because it lasted for so long. It was my whole life. I remember waking up in summer mornings and like running downstairs at 6 a.m. to just go play RuneScape all day long.
Dude. Yep.
It was such a game changer. A friend of mine that also played RuneScape, coincidentally. His house was the only home I had ever seen in my life that had 2 computers sitting right next to each other, and we would just go over there and play RuneScape for
Whoa.
16 hours.
LAN party. Yeah.
It was
Those are
the
the
best.
days,
It
yeah.
was the best.
Wow, I didn't realize you were so hooked. Like, I do remember those days of just like the literal like 6-hour grinds when you're just, summer vacation, you didn't have shit to do. So like, why not
It's
just bang out RuneScape levels all day, you know?
I gotta be real, it's like it makes me emotional sometimes how attached I was to it and how important it was to
Mm-hmm.
me and subsequently how much it's changed and how
Right.
detached I am from it now and how much I don't remember
Yeah,
about it because I was so young during it. And I mean, it
I
was
know.
an integral part of my upbringing. Like I learned how to type
Right.
playing RuneScape.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you
Yep.
learn Spanish going to the Spanish channels?
I speak Spanish, so maybe we
There you
could attribute some of it to that, I'm sure.
So what do you think made you or helps you break the cycle of it? Was it just you're getting tired of it? Was it did you
The
have to go
game
cold turkey?
changes, the graphical changes. It
Yeah.
didn't have the same magic it used to,
You lose all the
and
nostalgia
Mhm.
value probably after a while.
exactly, it was a whole different game after a little while, and then past that, I started getting to a point in my life where I was getting like real skills and hobbies, and like playing music was a
Great.
huge part of it, and
Yeah, yeah.
the whole music thing happened from like an existential crisis that was probably brought about from RuneScape. So that's another thing that I can attribute to RuneScape. I mean,
Most musicians blame drugs, but but you have
No,
different
I
to
believe
be
addictions.
it.
genuine, I
Yeah.
I had like way too early for a child to have this. I had a true like existential crisis where I came home from school and I was like
Mhm.
miserable. I was like, I don't do anything. I just play video games and eat hot Cheetos all damn day. I don't have any skills.
Mhm.
Nobody's ever gonna want to see my penis. Nothing like that. I was like, I need to get better at something. I need to get better. I need to have an interesting skill that I can get better at as the days go on. And I always like music, and I played oboe in like middle school for a year. But then my
Oh,
music teacher,
nice.
he looked like Hitler, and he really like freaked me out. So I just never showed up anymore. I stole his pitch pipe once, and I still have it. But that's another story for another day. But
Oh my
I
god.
used to listen to like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young
Oh
all
wow.
day in my brother's car. He would drive me around. He's 2
Mhm.
years older than me. And he would like
Mhm.
drive around on his learner's permit. So he didn't have a real license yet, but So I was like 13 or whatever, and I just wanted to play music so bad. My uncle gave me this nicotine stained piece of garbage keyboard, and I played every day on that for like 2-3 hours a day, just practicing songs that I knew. And that's how I learned to play piano. And it was
Yeah.
all because I was so sad from spending all my time eating Cheetos and playing RuneScape.
So thanks, RuneScape.
Well, yeah, how did you like pick up piano? Did you have like a teacher?
Yeah,
Or
that's
you
not
No, it was
that's
all
not an easy
self-taught.
instrumental. Wow, that's amazing because piano's not an easy instrument to kind of self teach on. I mean, you can kind of play because it's like a dual hand type of thing. So it's I get
That's the hardest part
Mhm.
yeah
about learning piano is you really, in a true like scientific sense too, you have to split your brain in half
yeah
because you're so used to doing all of your daily tasks are one hand or the other hand. And then when you're playing something like piano, it really is, it's like a true brain exercise. I got steam coming out of my ears half the time where like I'm really practicing and it's just
Yeah,
impossible. But the more you do it, the better you get at it, which is, like anything.
right.
that's good.
Mhm.
I was curious. So when did you get into the video making type stuff, and how did that come about? Because that's a big part of your life now. It seems like you're doing full time streaming and media type
I'm living the
development.
dream, honestly. I can thank 100% Tony for that. He's absolutely the reason that I got into any of it because the reason I met him was I saw his videos online and he just had in the description that he was looking for quote unquote, and this term used to be used all the time,
Actors.
actors. I need actors for my RuneScape videos. And he was
Yeah.
looking for people that had specific like accolades in the game, let's say, like completed certain quests, had access to certain items and areas.
Yeah.
And I was a real sweat bead at the time. I had all that stuff. I was doing really good, above the average little noob player. So I emailed him and he immediately got back to me. We made a video like the next day. and I was so proud of it, and I like showed my parents, and I didn't even do anything. I just stood there in a
That's me.
costume.
Look
and,
at me, the standing right there. That's me. That's me.
Yeah, that's me. And he like put my name in the credits and everything. Like, just it was so great, and I was so proud of it. And then I was like, I want to do this. So I didn't have a name or anything until a while, and it was maybe like a year after. But it was absolutely 100% Tony that got me into like the whole video making side of things.
Oh, that's awesome. How did you learn the video making stuff? You just same thing, self-taught?
I was always such hot dog shit at it. I was so bad at it. Like, just it wasn't even like unregistered hypercam. It was like nice equipment that was statute of limitations. In Minecraft, I stole Sony Vegas, and
I think it was pretty
yeah.
much everybody though, but
yeah, and it was just like some bootleg Chinese version that didn't really work right.
Gave
It was
your-
always
gave your
crashing.
computer AIDS, but at least you could record
Yeah,
videos.
exactly.
Yeah.
It didn't really work, and I didn't really need any of that firepower or anything. But yeah, it was just to move clips around. I probably could have used Windows Movie Maker, but
Yeah, I mean, I think it really speaks to like your personality, though, is the fact that even though your videos were not really edited, like you and like your content and like your chemistry with Tony, just like it was so hilarious. And I remember watching a lot of that stuff like back in the day when you were doing a lot of the Minecraft stuff. I'm like, this is so fucking funny. And like people just loved it anyways, man. Like you were crushing it. You still are, man. And like
notch
seriously,
number
like,
2 of crying in the club. Appreciate it, bro. Why you gotta say so many
No,
nice things about me?
it's totally genuine. I remember. You remember Trusty Turkey, Lewis?
Yes, yes.
Oh, he was on.
We would just watch your guys' videos and be like, holy fuck, Tony and Dan are so fucking funny. Like,
Dude.
seriously, like we were just like this shit is
It was
so
such
good.
strange times because there were so many different weird little cliques that existed. And I remember like
Mhm.
I was really close with you and I was always talking to you, but then all of your friends I didn't really get involved with at all because there wasn't really like a great thing like Discord. I mean, people use Skype, but Skype is just like malware now. Like it's garbage. But
Literally.
freeware.
like I would call directly you and talk to directly you, and then you would have this whole other group of people, and the same existed for me, and the same existed for a bunch of other people. And like I don't know, it's just so interesting. Like, of course I know Trusty Turkey, but do I really know him? No,
I know
not
of
at
him.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like kind of the same way that like the whole click things. It was like I felt like I was kind of off in my own little world, and like everybody after me.
You were with the big boys.
No, I wasn't. You were
the big boy clique.
No, I was. I had my own group of actors that were hanging out with me, but like everybody else is like Kyle and Max and those guys are all kind of like hanging out, making videos together. And I felt like I was kind of on the outside, just making my own stuff. Like, yeah, everybody knew of me, but I didn't really know any of the video makers.
Well, I'm going to tell you from the outside perspective of myself and therefore everybody that ever knew you.
Speaking on behalf of everybody in RuneScape. Okay, go ahead.
You were the big boy clique. You were with the big boy video makers. You made the big boy videos, and everybody looked at you guys as like the RuneScape video making gods. And you were where all of the inspiration came from. And I just wanted to say all of that. Thanks, bro. Thanks for
You're gonna make me cry now. No, I'm kidding. No, it's funny that you say that because, like, so the big boy clique, as you're saying, was like probably like the Noob Show and a couple other video makers. But as far as like making videos together, like we'd make a few, and then like that was it. We didn't really hang out with each other. Like we weren't in the same like Skype calls or Discord or not Discord. What was it? Ventrilo. We didn't really hang out with each other, and then it seemed like everybody quit. Like right, like after I started getting big, pretty much everybody except the Noob Show quit, and it was like me by myself. And then all the younger up and coming guys were like they had formed their own kind of group and were hanging out and making stuff together. And I felt like I was completely outside of that, just kind of off on my own. Like, yeah, I'm glad I inspired like a lot of people to make great videos, but I felt like I was kind of on the outside looking in. Just it's funny to hear you have the same kind of perspective from your.
Things were so much less public then that when you'd hear or when you would watch somebody's videos like your videos or to Noob Show's videos and you see like, wow, it actually has views. Like, I don't know what the numbers were back then, but let's say like, I don't want to overestimate, like, I don't know, maybe 40,000 views or something. That was like crazy to little tiny
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
videos.
yeah, yeah.
And it was like, this guy's like for real deal famous. And it just felt
Yeah.
like, because we didn't have you on Twitter or
Yep.
Instagram, or you weren't chatting publicly doing podcasts and whatnot. You seemed like an
Mhm.
enigma to everybody, you know, like,
Probably a good
Hey,
thing.
yeah, no, exactly. That was exactly it.
yeah, it was just so strange that like you were like, you and people that made videos like yours and got similar view counts and whatnot were legit the celebrities of this area. I mean, there were the two kinds. There were like the sweaty nerd skill celebrities like Zezima, and then there were like the video celebrities. And
Right,
in this
right.
little community that we have that still exists, that's where it all began. And that's just, it's so interesting to me.
Mhm. No, I mean, that was right when YouTube was, like, a growing platform too, and, like, there
Exactly.
Yeah.
weren't really that many people on when, like, the most popular video had, like, 1,000,000 views, and everyone
Mhm.
thought that was absolutely insane,
Yep.
and, like, the fact that you basically had garnered, like, everyone who was on YouTube and also played RuneScape, like, to, like, your channel, Jason, as well as, Cam's channel, The Noob Show, like, you both had, like, everybody's attention.
Yeah.
So, like,
But
it's really crazy how things have, or how the landscape has just changed ever
yeah.
since.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It's different
Dan,
times now. Yeah.
uh,
Well, now YouTube's not even the biggest
keep
thing.
in
I'd say
touch with,
Twitch is probably a lot bigger, and the guys on there, that's like
I
the
mean,
future.
it's
Bro, it's all
for
about
RuneScape,
TikTok.
yeah.
If you're not on TikTok, you're dying.
Do you get
Get
money
on
from TikTok?
TikTok.
Do you get money from
Get on
TikTok?
TikTok, funnel the views over to Twitch,
Oh, there
and
you go.
that's how you get famous in
Ah,
2021.
okay.
See,
See, I'm
But
way
that's
behind the
it.
times. Yeah. I'm still over on
TikTok,
YouTube
for real,
and
like, if you're
MySpace.
looking,
I'm promoting myself on MySpace to get people to go to my YouTube channel.
it might have a fourth wave, bro. It might be coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah. YouTube or
There you go,
MySpace.
yeah.
It's sad what happens to YouTube. Like, there's ebbs and flows like any other media platform. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon because they got more video horsepower than anybody. They can hold more videos than anyone. But it's sad when I see the management and whatnot just kind of like giving all of the opportunity to fucking Jimmy Fallon all
Yeah,
day.
oh,
Like,
yeah.
he's the only person that ever gets on the trending
Jimmy
page, and it's
Fallon,
like,
SNL,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something that I'm gonna go on the record. I support the Chinese government. I support TikTok. I think TikTok is great. And even though sometimes they'll pop up videos of people torturing animals and horrible things like that, their evil algorithm does that. They actually show viewers the smaller channels. Like, my girlfriend shows me she's swiping through TikTok and she'll find videos that have 4 views. And like, she's like, "Oh, this is kind of funny." Like, there's
Mhm.
no other platform that does that. That
Yeah.
really, really deliberately makes an attempt to show small creators stuff. And that's why TikTok is so huge right
Yeah.
now.
Well,
I mean,
that
that's at least a part of
it
it.
used to be like YouTube back in the day, but then corporations will buy into it and
Mhm.
they're giving the money like here's a couple $1 million. Can you promote my video? And then that's it. It just goes from there. And then the next one kind of takes
continues
over.
to
Yeah.
swing.
Yep.
There's problems arrive, and
I don't know if
then
it's a
there's
pendulum. It's more like
corrections
yeah.
well, there's corrections that come to overcorrections. Then people hate the platform. Then they move backwards until they need more money, and then the corporations come in. And it just
Yeah.
swings back and forth
Yeah,
until the
that's
thing
true.
fucking dies a painful death.
Yeah. Yep. Just like we've seen happen with RuneScape. I feel
Yeah.
like YouTube's fate is inevitable.
Yeah.
It's just been a slow and long death for YouTube, at least in
C'est
my
la vie,
opinion.
baby.
I feel like a lot of creators that I know have kind of moved away from the platform. Twitch is becoming bigger. To your point, TikTok's getting bigger.
Mhm.
You've been primarily doing Twitch though, right, Dan? You haven't really been doing too much on YouTube lately?
No, so I upload my VODs to YouTube,
Mhm.
youtube.com/Fawdcast.
Free plug.
But
Cha-ching.
that's about it. I've been interested in doing
Mhm.
some stuff from YouTube. I feel bad because I was gone for so long and people really wanted me to come back, but I mean, I've tried to put a label on it for so long, why I left and why I didn't come back for so long, and I think the real result is, like, I hated making videos. I hated it.
Yes.
It was my least favorite thing in the entire world. I was miserable the entire time I was doing it, but the
Mhm.
end result was like, "Ooh, comment, ooh, view,
Yeah.
number." and that gave me a little dopamine hit. And then that was the whole benefit of it for me. And I made a couple videos. Like my friend in Singapore sent me a bunch of Singaporean fart snacks that almost made me throw up. And I made a video of that, and I was like, this is dog shit. By the time I was putting that out, I was like, this is the worst video I've ever made in my entire life. And and then I didn't make any more. But then one fateful day, I was working a job that I really liked. I was driving a box truck around delivering medical fentanyl to different hospitals. Medical grade fentanyl to different hospitals. And I loved that job. And they called everybody in one day and said, oh, we have a change to one of our accounts we need to discuss with everyone. So there's a mandatory meeting, everyone come in. And they essentially told everybody, like, you're fired at the end of the month unless you want to make significantly less money and drive your own car. And like people are crying, and like they had their kids there and everything. Shit. And like the real boss didn't even like say it himself. He brought some dickhead in from Texas to be like, we're not animals. We're just firing you. Okay. You want to make less money, you can keep working here. And it was a nightmare. Legit, people were crying. And so that all happened. And there was one dude that I split my shift with for the week. And he was like a 50-year-old guy. He was super nice. And I was like, they told us like you can get a severance package. And they said one of the upper management let it slip. He's like, we're not contesting any unemployment. So just do that. He's like, you're going to make a ton less money. Like, it's not worth it. It's so much more work for less cash. Like, he was one of the normal dudes. He was like an assistant manager, and he thought he was getting fired too. So I was like, okay. I told the dude that was splitting my shift, I was like, you can take the whole box truck shift. I'm not going to continue working here because I think my job was safe. Because I asked one of the upper management guys, I was like, so you expect me to go buy a box truck then, right? And they're like, I believe so. Yes. I'm like, okay, then I'm not doing that. Like, I was kind of shitty into him in the interview, but so I told the guy, I was like, you can have it. I know they're not going to make us buy a box truck. Nobody in this town has a box truck they're not using. I know we're getting away from RuneScape here, but I promise
it's
okay. No, keep going.
This.
Keep going.
So I just, to screw them over a little bit, they were hounding me, looking for an answer. They were like, when are you going? When are you going to tell us? Are you going to stay with us? Are you leaving? We really need to know. I was like, I don't know yet, you guys. I'm still kind of thinking about it. And I waited the entire month until the last day. And I was like, I need that severance package, boy. And I gave the rest of my shift. To that dude. He was so happy about it. He really deserved it. And like, I was like, fucking peace out, boys. I'm leaving. I took that severance package. And it wasn't anything significant at all. I wasn't even getting health insurance there because I was still part-time. But it was like, no joke, a week after that, the pandemic blew up.
Oh, gosh.
I had already got on unemployment. So it was like impossible for anybody to collect unemployment. They're like, we have 2-month lead times, like going through all the paperwork. It's going to take forever. I got it in like 3 days. And then like a week after that, they were like, okay, we're giving everybody $600 a week now for unemployment so you can keep your homes and everything. I was like, damn, I'm making more money than I was before. So I was collecting on the taxpayer's dime, probably ultimately hurting the American institution, but profited a little bit.
It's fine.
But I made
Thank you for your taxes, boys. And then that supported me for a little while, and then I was just so bored. Like, I looked for work and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to get another job. I'll just coast, bro, and I'll just be homeless. I'll live in a van or whatever. And then I was in the shower one day and I was like, you know what, I'm so bored. I haven't been making as much progress on music stuff. Everybody's gonna forget me. Let me just try streaming. I was like, I know YouTube does live streaming. I don't know how to do Twitch or whatever. So I did a live stream and like 200 people showed up.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And it was like,
man.
So many people showed up and I was so happy. And like, I called it Boomer Stream 2020. I think you can look it up.
This is where you got it from, Kyle, huh?
Yeah, Boomer Stream 2020. Someone in the chat said it. Yeah.
Dude, so I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have any notifications set up. People were tipping like $50 at a time. Wow. It was like crazy. And I wasn't getting any notifications of it and whatnot. And like, so it was all just kind of falling apart. But I was like, thanks for being here. Like, this is great. And I just acted stupid and goofy like I do in real life. And then I just started streaming like a couple times a week, and then moved over to Twitch like 8 months ago, I think. And it's been a true dream come true. Actually, RuneScape was like my first Twitch stream, I think. I did like Goblin butt diplomacy or something. I did a quest. I did a quest, and it was fun, and I want to do more of that. But yeah, that's how I got on Twitch. Sorry for taking 3.5 hours of the podcast.
Oh no, that's perfect. We love to hear the stories. That just means less talking for me and Kyle, which is perfect. But honestly, your personality is perfect for streaming, because you can tell stories, you could talk for days, and you're just a joy to listen to. And it's fun when you get streamers like that. Like, I struggle to sit there and talk to myself and come up with things to say. And you
guys are sweet.
Like you were saying with the videos, like you just would make a video, you wouldn't even edit it, you just put it out, and your personality would carry the video. That's perfect for streaming, because there's no editing there. It's you, and you've got the personality.
Bro, we can't talk about this anymore. We got to talk about something else. I'm not crying in the club the third time. I'm not doing it.
Oh no.
My girlfriend calls it a couple different things. I think I put the term gift of gab onto her, but she just kind of calls it like annoying sometimes. And,
that's my wife too. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's just because I can't, like, when I get in the mood, I cannot stop talking. It's I don't know if it's extroversion. I just always like chalked it up to like a crippling obsessive need to be liked by everybody. And that's why I just never stop talking. And like the only thing that matters to me on earth is for people to like me and to laugh at the things that I'm saying.
Oh, wow. I got something in common there too. I've got the same thing. Yeah, I just don't have the gift of gab like you do, but
no, I think you do, bro. I think you got more than you know.
Maybe a little bit, but you're, like I said, you got the perfect personality for Twitch. I'm glad you've put that together. I think you've got a great future in that, and you're doing well for yourself. So that's great to see.
It's something I'm really, really excited about. I'm super excited to see where it goes. And I just got to get some music out there. I only have like little loops and funny little songs, little Among Us songs and whatnot. But I'm working on some more serious stuff, and I'll have that on Spotify. The term is soon, trademark Fawdz. It'll be up soon. Don't worry, it's soon, trademark.
Coming 2030.
What's your plan? Are you looking to just drop like a single, like an album?
That's gotta be what it is first. It's gotta be a single first, because who fucking knows how. So a thing that's really standing in my way is I get really far on a project that I love, and then I save it, and the next day I go, this is garbage, I want to kill myself. I mean, unalive myself. Unalive. Sorry. I just like start hating it, and I'm trying to break through that. I'm also trying to keep things more simple. I kind of overcomplicate the music, and I've got some things that like I really think I have something, and I'm excited to get it out there. And it's been taking me forever, and anybody that's watched my videos can attest to that. But I promise I'm getting closer than I've ever been before to actually releasing some cool stuff. And then I don't know if somebody's father's grandpa's uncle owns like some indie label or something that wants to sign me, that'd be epic. And that's
or just throw it out there just in case, you know.
If that's all I ever wanted. Every real job I've ever had in my entire life has been soul crushing to me. I don't know what it is about my personality. I can't do it. Like I'll get hit with terrible dread midday, and I'll be like, I can't do this one more day. I can't handle it. And Twitch has been my savior for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's just like, it's going from being in such a, I feel like we're all used to being in the creative space, you know, whether it's video making or music, whatever it is, and just like trying to do some kind of menial task on a day-to-day basis is the most insufferable thing. I think about it at my job all the time, and it's like, that's the thing that's giving me financial security right now. I'm just like, some days there's just days where I'm just like, what if I just fucking quit?
Yeah. Just like, that's what I was saying for my job. When I lost my job, I was like, I'm just going to live in a van. I'm glad. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm happier this way.
The only jobs I've ever liked that I had were jobs where like I didn't have to speak to a single person. I could just sit there and kind of dick around or like do the same menial task all day. Like if I was, let's say, repairing HP printers for just an example, I think that would be the perfect.
Why would
I
those
think that
never
would be the
break?
perfect job for me. I think that'd be the perfect job if I had no superior and they just said, just fix these printers all day long and then you get to leave. We're not going to tell you when to come in. We're not going to tell you when to leave. Just do that. I think that'd be if I had to work a real job, I think that would be my perfect job.
Oh, you should be like an electrician or something.
Yeah, something like that. See, but then you got to go to people's houses.
Yeah,
Yuck,
talk
bro.
to people.
Not
Oh
for me.
God, no.
Yuck.
Yuck.
He's an extrovert. He's an extrovert that doesn't want to actually talk to people. That's an interesting combination.
If I'm not allowed to make jokes and goof around and that kind of thing, no, bro. What, you don't follow me on Twitch? I don't want to talk to you.
Dude, Twitch is perfect for you. Is exactly you get to talk to yourself and you don't have to talk to other people. It works out for you. So as far as Twitch is going, is it like kind of what are you doing what you want to do right now, or is there something like, if I could say here's 1 million subs, you're going to get it, you can do whatever you want, what would you do with that?
Oh, probably the exact same thing.
Okay, that's perfect. You're doing what you love.
Dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
But with that mentality, I still want to evolve and do different things that people want to see. But I'm really happy. Just like, it's a shame because some of the games that I want to play, which I'm not even I'm not too much of a gamer, if I can say that word on this podcast. But I've been playing Apex Legends a lot, and I love playing it, but nobody wants to watch me play that. So I'll cut out the time where I'll be like, I'm playing Apex Legends, don't kill my family. I just want to play this game. I'm streaming it for anybody that wants to watch me play it. And some people show up. It's been better lately. I'd watch you play Apex. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Treasury. I love you. That means a lot. See, that's all I need. That little boost.
That guy says he'd watch me play solitaire though, so I don't know about that.
So I mean, if like you said, if I had 1 million subs or whatever the case would be, I just want to stream. I do just chatting streams on Twitch. I just hang out and goof around, and I have this little plastic Nerf gun that I shoot at the camera when people make me angry. I make real threats, and that's my thing. I like doing music streams and just chatting. It's just a live single person podcast, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
it sounds perfect for you.
No,
yeah.
Has it been mostly sustainable in terms of just not having to get another job?
I am no joke. So just to explain all this thoroughly, Kyle, you got a genie on you, bro. You're about to get teleported, bro.
Oh fuck.
So I have been, rub that lamp for me, baby. I have been totally perfectly taken care of by Twitch. Everything is great, and I'm saving up money. So there's a couple reasons this is able to be true. One, I'm the cheapest bastard you ever done seen. I don't buy anything for myself. If I buy something for myself, it's only because I found it at a good price and I can sell it for more later. Like when I lost my job, I was making good money.
The hustle.
Reselling synthesizers. I'd buy synthesizers that I found locally for cheap prices and go, oh, I just made $400 overnight or in an hour.
A real life merchant.
That's nice.
For real. I never knew how to do it in RuneScape. But,
but real life, no problem. Yeah.
And so that's how I made money doing that, and that's how I get my gear is I'll just troll the marketplace all day long until somebody's like, ooh, this is $70 under market price, and I'll just pick that up, use it for a while, then sell it and make some money.
You have a whole spreadsheet of market price for everything that you're looking at, and you're just
so technology makes that so much easier where reverb.com is an instrument sales website, and you can look at all previous sales on a graph that look at what the asking price was and what the final price was, and I go off of all of that because it's all real musicians that use that site, so they know what the stuff is worth and what you can really figure out what people are going to pay for it.
God
if
damn,
Reverb does
dude.
want to sponsor me, that'd be great. But so I made money doing that. But okay, that was just a connection to like how I'm a cheap ass. But I'm still able to get the things that I like and have a good time and like blah blah blah. Also, the only reason that I have any sort of money in my bank account too is because everybody that's been watching me on Twitch, this is another cry in the club moment. Everyone has been like so insanely, unbelievably generous. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Like there's people that have tipped like thousands of dollars, and
Wow.
it just like it kind of makes me dissociate a little bit, like when it happens, and it doesn't happen like all at once, but people tip like I don't know, $40 a stream, and it's like I don't even know what to say. I don't know what I can do to make up for it, but the answer, it seems like always, is like I'm just glad you're back, and I'm glad you're making content, and
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
really special, and crying in the club, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's again what I was saying about like that cult following you have. Like you have such a magnetic personality when it comes to like the content creation that you do, and it's like it really
What do you say,
shows the
bro?
people
Animal magnetism?
that. Bro, is that a RuneScape
Animal magnetism, bro?
reference?
Sorry, that's what we call a deflection in the psychiatric
In the psychiatric
Continue.
world.
Continue.
But no, it seriously, it shows, you know, the people that really watch your content, enjoy your content, they've stuck around because they can't get enough. And I find myself always tuning into your streams too, and it's always just an absolute blast. So like if you haven't checked out Dan already, if you guys are listening, twitch.tv/Fawdz. That is your Twitch handle, right?
Fawdz.
Wads.
Oh, is it Fawdz on Twitch? How do you
No,
spell
it's
that?
Fawdz. It's Fawdz.
Okay. I was like, I want to make sure.
Thank you, Treasury. I love you, bro. So I was gonna say some words, but I forgot what they were. I'm really glad to be
I have
here,
that
guys.
problem
I'm
a
having
lot.
a
Yeah,
good time.
that's great.
I'm glad
I
you're
thought
here.
I had a brain tumor for a while, and that was like that was a topic of conversation on the streams a lot, because like sometimes I slur my words a lot,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like there was a period where I was forgetting which knob in the shower was the hot water and the cold water, and that was concerning. And I'd lived in the place for like 3 years, and I was like, am I just like stupid, or is there something wrong? So I went to the doctor and I was like, hey, am I stupid? Is there something wrong? He's like, well, we got to scan that stupid brain of yours, idiot. And then they scanned me up, and the result was results unremarkable. So we figured out, if you type
Wait, what?
exclamation tumor in my Twitch chat, it'll tell you that the MRI results are still unremarkable, but the symptoms.
Oh, somebody
So I just
somebody in
like
the chat just did that.
exclamation tumor in the chat.
Yeah, and then Whiskey said MRI results unremarkable.
It was just like, it was concerning, and I think it's just like, well, I've got a lot of reasons why this could have happened. I used to take a lot of acid, and I did that a lot in high school, like in developmental years. Like I took acid for like 14 days straight
Ooh.
In high school, and I think maybe that's where like the tumor symptoms come from. But I also think that like this was just bound to happen anyway. So I don't know. You can't really put a price tag on a tumor. So I'm grateful to be where I'm at.
Yeah, wait, so what is that? What does the unremarkable thing even mean? Is that
Just
Nothing, no
you're normal.
tumors.
Your
Yeah.
brain is normal.
You're
Yeah,
normal.
there's nothing to say. You
You're
don't have an aneurysm.
His brain is
Yeah.
unremarkable.
Your
exactly.
unremarkable
I always
brain.
feel like it's kind of backhanded, but also
Yeah.
good news. Like,
Yeah. Right.
So when your test results come
that's
back negative, it's
yeah,
Yeah, it's actually a
you're not
positive.
special in
Yeah.
any discernible way, but you're also not going to die. So good
Yeah.
luck with that information. But I just had to mention that story in case I have a really good idea and I go, oh, okay, I can't wait to talk about this, and then I completely, absolutely forget what it is.
like, sorry, my brain's just unremarkable. I can't. It
Yeah,
just
it's
comes to me.
unremarkable. I can't
My
remember anything.
unremarkable brain.
Yeah.
You have that fallback. That's
Yeah.
nice to have. At least you have medical diagnosis to fall back on and use that as an
Yeah,
excuse.
it
I can't.
helps.
I have no
right.
excuse.
No,
I'm
that's
just a dumbass.
Yeah,
I
same.
think that's what unremarkable means. I think that's a translation. Hey, dumbass, you're
Is that-
unremarkable.
Your brain is
They
unremarkable.
told you
dumbass.
that at the doctor's office, but actually they're like, "Oh, this guy's an unremarkable brain." I didn't have the nerve to tell him he's a fucking idiot, but
That's kind of how it feels at the doctor sometimes. You show up at the doctor and you go, "This part of my body hurts," and they go, "Well, idiot, why have you tried not being in pain?" And then you go, "What?" And then they go, "That'll be $400."
It's $400, please. Thanks for
I've
coming.
literally been
Come next week.
prescribed. I've been prescribed ibuprofen. I'm like, my dude.
what?
There's a Walgreens right there. I don't need this. I don't need my
get
insurance
it.
company to hate me even more than they
But
already
it's
do.
800
because
milligrams
they're-
prescription strength. I mean, you can't take 4 pills of Advil. It doesn't
Why
work
would
like
you do that?
Yeah,
You're being irresponsible. You need the special big horse pill.
exactly. Yeah. So outside of Twitch and such, do you have any? You mentioned you're playing Apex as a gamer. Are you playing any other games? Are you doing any other hobbies outside of your normal life?
That's interesting because something that stopped me from making videos early on, like stopping Minecraft videos, is I thought I hated video games. I thought I just didn't like playing video games, but I think I just didn't really like making videos and like cutting them up and all the editing and rendering process and everything.
Yeah.
Because I didn't play video games for so long. And then or at least I thought I didn't. I was like, yeah, I'm not really a gamer. I don't play games. And I'd look back, like, you played Skyrim for like 100 hours. You played like I have a ton of games on Steam. And like when I came back to streaming, I was like, oh, this is fun. I'm having a great time. Like I play a new game. And if I've just kind of got in the zone where it's like if I'm playing a game that I'm not immediately having fun with, I'm done with it. I don't want to play it anymore.
That sounds like
there are a
Kyle.
couple games
Yeah.
I've gone through that with, but
Yeah,
like
that's me.
then there's other games where I get obsessive and I love them. And I was, I guess, placing blame in the wrong area for that. But I don't know. Let me look through my Steam.
Oh boy.
We've been trying to get a big GTA 5 stream going because those are like really good for viewer engagement because you just have a bunch of people blasting each other in the streets. But
hell yeah.
Among Us is garbage. If you play Among Us, you're garbage. That's just a joke, by the way. I every time I sounds like something the imposter would say. But every time I play Among Us, I'm either bored or anxious. Like when I'm the imposter, I'm like, I'm not even having fun. I'm just lying to my friends, and then I make a fool of myself. And then when I'm a crewmate, I'm like, I'm just bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
And then they have
like,
a
I
new
hope
big
I get-
update. They didn't change anything. They didn't add anything for crewmates to do. They didn't add any new classes. I'm like, okay, so I'm done with this game forever then. I played it one more time, never again. I like Chivalry.
Yeah.
I've been really big into definitely downloaded from my real disc or cartridge games that can be played on a Dolphin emulator, like those old games. I've been doing that too. I played Mario 64 for the first time like a half a year ago, and it blew my mind, like how much more fun it is than any other modern game.
You never played that growing up?
Never. So I never had.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't have an N64, so those games I all missed out on. And then when I had a GameCube, all I played was like Smash Bros. And I mean, that's what I played mostly on Twitch. But now I hate it because I'm bad at it. Every time I get beat, I'm like, I'm just never gonna play this again.
Throw the
I played
council across the room.
Smash Melee. I played a ton of Animal Crossing on GameCube. I played I had a Sims game on GameCube that I loved. But
what?
I didn't have a huge list of games, but the ones that I did have, I really enjoyed. But that's what I'm really into now when I stream. It's like I'll play Smash Bros. We played a lot of GTA 5. I play a lot of Apex Legends. I think that's it. We played Worms Revolution for a while.
Oh,
that's an old game, isn't it?
Fuck Worms.
Yeah, dude. No, not fuck Worms. Worms is one of my favorite games I've ever played.
Fuck Worms, dude. I always
let's throw down 1v1.
Oh, I always.
Sounds like people knew Kyle right off the bat.
Worms because I get my ass kicked in it. Yeah, I hate it because I'm bad. That's it.
You got to practice, bro. I'll get you some skills. We'll rank you up.
That's a fun game. I played the original version of that. I can't even remember the name of it, but there's a game that came out like way a long time ago that was basically that was the inspiration for Worms.
bro, I'm having a brain blast moment, and this is related to RuneScape. Okay, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Jagex had a website that was called FunOrb. You ever heard of FunOrb?
Yeah.
Yeah, fun orb.
Arcanists, bro.
Arcanists.
I played so
Oh
much.
yeah,
Arcanists. It's just worms, but with little
it's
wizards.
worms, right?
It was so
Mhm.
fun. It was so fun. And when
Bet.
FunOrb died, I was
Sad.
absolutely distraught. Like it was so we played it all the time, like not even for videos or anything. Actually, I think we did make a couple Arcanists videos. It was just so much fun.
Yeah, actually.
And I didn't know that there were other games that it was just a ripoff of Worms. I had no clue.
Exactly.
Was Worms even out
That
by
is where
then,
the
or?
comes from. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. It was for real, just like a ripoff of Worms Revolution. Like it's the
Mhm.
same game.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
Google
that's
it.
where
I
I
can't
even heard
remember
of
the
that
name
one.
of the original. The original one was something. It seems like it was like basically like you were like a missile launcher, and you had like this little shield over top of you. And you'd launch missiles at like the other bases. But I
think
can't
I
remember
remember
the name of
games
it.
I know what
like
you're
that
talking
too.
about. Yeah.
Guys, I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't been up this early in a long time. And
See what happens when you wake up like early,
Um,
early 11
that's right.
a.m.
Yeah, quote unquote early.
My brain's broken. I was so upset with myself because, like, even waking up this early, I was like, I'm going to bed. I got a very important podcast to do tomorrow. This is big deal. This is my job.
Big
This is my
deal.
work. And
Mhm.
I went to bed at midnight, and I was like, I'm asleep like a baby. I
Mhm.
pharmaceuticaled myself up. I got nice and drugged. I'm like, it's time to go to sleep. And then I
Mhm.
slept for like 2 hours. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was just desperately trying to fall asleep again. Fucking reciting poems, counting sheep, hitting myself in the nuts, whatever I could do to make myself pass out. And it didn't happen till like 5 a.m. And I think I'm just broken. I think it'll never work. And that's another reason why like I can't work a real job, because if I have to wake up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, the only way I'm going to be able to sleep is if somebody knocks me out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about me, but I just can't do it. And like when I worked early morning jobs, is the same way. I was just miserable. I couldn't sleep. And I think I'm just a night owl, bro. I think I'm just like a really
I
deep
think that's
poetic person.
You just need to move to England,
I
and then your time frame will be correct.
there you go. Yeah, then you're
It might be perfect.
Dan, I think you and I are on the exact same wavelength through that. I have insomnia, and it's
Mm.
incredibly difficult for me to fall asleep
Yeah.
most nights.
Mm.
And trying to, because I when I was in college, I would schedule all my classes to be like later in the day, like around noon, so I
Oh
could
yeah, I
sleep
wasn't
in.
going if they were early.
Yeah, and like when I had to make that shift to like start waking up early, like it was literally like 2 full years of like working a 9 to 5 was just my body, my body, my body getting acclimated to the new schedule, and like I could not fucking keep up, dude. I was just like tired every single day. I could not like pay attention to anything or like stay focused because I was just so fucking tired all the time. And like I
Mhm.
finally got to the point where I'm like adjusted to it, but like just think my body was just like it was so fucked. Like it
Yeah.
was literally like it was in that schedule though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've got, I think, a whole different list of like reasons why I am this way, but every time I try
Mhm.
and correct any of them, it never changes anything. So I think I've just chalked it up to like this is just never going to change, and I can adjust my life in whatever way can make this less impactful on my fellow human beings that I live with and whatnot. Because like my mom will be like, "Oh, we got to go to this family party. It's going to be at 8 a.m. or whatever," and I was like, "I'm gonna probably just be in the bathroom." Like,
Sleeping.
I mean, I turn on that gift of gab and I get going, and I can survive. But like, if I really have something important to do in the morning, I can make it happen. But if it's a repetitive thing that I have to do every single day, I can't. I have to stop. I'll quit my job. I'll live in a van, whatever it takes.
Mhm.
You're gonna be in that van at some point. You're really. I think that's what you want to do
I
in
I
life.
own a van. I literally, my dad gave me a van that he used to use for his business, and I was gonna convert that thing
Mhm.
and live in it if anything bad happened. And I
Hey,
didn't need
honestly,
to.
van living does not sound that bad. I feel like I could make it work. I'm hardly at my apartment half the time anyways, and I just have
Mhm.
way more things that I want. So like if I'm just in a van and I don't have to pay fucking rent, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, as long
I
as
don't
I
have to
can
work a
link up
job.
somewhere for like internet and whatnot, because just all the technology these days of like solar technology and battery technology, it's become so strong that like you can literally hook up a computer in a van and
Just get that
run it
satellite
nonstop.
internet, that Starlink or
Yeah,
whatever.
for real.
Yeah,
I
there you go.
in a place like Colorado where I live now, it's like 300 days of sunshine a year. Like you would have no problem living completely on solar panels if you had enough of them.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I thought about it, but it's not a sprinter, so I was like, I'm tall-ish, and I'm like, I don't want to be dragging my head
You
on
could be a
the ceiling all
hunchback.
day. So I was like, maybe I'll sell that
Right.
thing and get myself a sprinter or something. But now, since
Mhm.
people are so nice to me on Twitch, I don't have to do that. I'll just play video
There you
games.
go.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
You're
dude.
fine, man.
Well, until the van days come, best of luck in the Twitch front.
Thanks, bro.
Honestly, I'm thinking. I was literally just like, I feel like I just took like 30 seconds and like fantasize about living in a van. It honestly sounds awesome.
Every time I ever think about it, that's what happens. I drift off. I drift and I
Just
go,
drift.
oh man, I could drive up to Anchorage, Alaska in the summer, and then I could go down to
Oh man,
Mexico in the
dude.
wintertime. Actually, I don't
Like,
know
I
if I
could
want to
be
drive
in
down to
fucking
Mexico.
I could be in a fucking national park right now in my fucking van if I wanted to.
Yeah, with that
Um,
1.5 megabytes per second download satellite internet, you can make it happen,
who
bro.
needs it?
High quality podcasting from Rocky Mountain National Park.
That's right. Hey, it's honestly not much better than my current setup. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, Kyle's problem is the
No, I think
computer.
you
The
should make
internet's not the issue.
What's your computer
Yeah,
like?
it's my
Like a potato.
I just I just applied new thermal paste on my CPU, and I haven't blue screen today, so
Nice,
that's
bro.
something.
Did you put like 4 or 5 tubes on? How many tubes?
I put a little goop, not even like a full tube, but just like a
Dude,
small goop.
I love seeing the images online where it's like a a soft serve like machine with thermal paste coming out onto somebody's CPU.
What the fuck? Ew!
So
I don't want to hear that shit.
just like completely slopping covered in it.
Oh god, that
did
makes me sick to my stomach.
I did a full rebuild recently, and it's been like the best thing I've ever done for myself, and it wasn't even that
Wait,
expensive.
really?
So,
Where did you even find the parts?
So my good streamer buddy Andre sent me a his old CPU for like under market value, so that was nice. I got a Ryzen 5 for like what I paid like $120, something not bad, and it was like in really good shape. And I got a motherboard that's really nice. I've got 64 gigabytes RAM. I've got the Ryzen 5. I've got
Damn, son.
what's my biggest problem was my graphics card was just like making me crash all the time. Like anytime I did any kind of intensive game stuff on it, my computer exploded. I've got man, I don't even know the name of it anymore, but it happened like I got my graphics card right when it was impossible to get graphics card when the 3000 series came out. And it's not one of those. It's like a GTX R 570 69 420 XXX.
I'm sure it's good.
Bong
Bong weed.
420bongweedavenue.com. It's that kind of thing. But it's like my computer and okay, the biggest difference to me that like I feel like I'm living in the future for the first time in my life. I got M.2 memory and like 2 terabytes of M.2. My computer boots up in like 7 seconds. No joke. It's crazy.
Wow, dude. Okay, I gotta get on that shit. I'm gonna hit you up, dude.
Spend
I need
the
some
money
fucking
on
help.
M.2. I spent $200 on 2 terabytes of M.2. It's the fastest computer I've ever used in my life. I'm currently on, and I
Holy
spent like
fuck.
$1,000 on it. I spent like $1,000. It wasn't that bad.
Son, M.2. All right, I'm pulling that shit.
Yeah.
Pull that shit up, James.
Kyle, you need to start like
shit
one of
up.
those bucket donation things on your stream for buy Kyle a new computer.
Dude, that works.
Yeah, right?
If you need some money, you go, this is gonna make me make better content for you, then people there are people out there that are willing to do it. My chat always says we work so Dan doesn't have to. And that's really beautiful.
What a beautiful saying.
That's where it all started. I was like, I don't want to work at Chipotle. I'll do anything. I'll show my balls on the internet. I don't care.
Balls reveal.
All right,
those are always good for streams.
This is the keep Dan out of Chipotle fund.
and just going strong, that's for sure. Thanks to all the extremely generous, nice people out there.
Well, we're hitting about we're a little bit over the 1 hour mark. So I think this will conclude the Spotify episode. I'm sorry I've been kind of ignoring chat. You guys have been saying a lot of really fun stuff, and we can finally talk to you guys now. But yeah, before we close it off here, Jason, is there anything else that you wanted to ask or talk about?
No, I don't even know who we're having on next week, so it'll be a surprise for everybody. Should be fun.
Surprise! Surprise guest.
Shout
We
out
don't know.
Spotify. Shout out Joe Rogan.
I'll try to get Joe Rogan on. He wasn't having it, so we'll get someone on. It'll be fun. If not, we'll play Valheim. One of these streams will just be me and Kyle play games instead of talking to people. But
I'll be there, bro.
Yeah.
it'll be fun. We're on
Hell
every
yeah.
week, so see you guys.